Today, the production team really tested my sanity. They compiled bizarre internet videos, and I'll react to them here without knowing what's next. If things get crazy, I'll just try to understand how humanity ended up here, you know? So go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below what was the craziest thing you've ever seen on the internet. Hey, look at the guys, man. Wow. Hey. Man, that's cool. Those guys look like two brothers over there. A pair of gloves.
One uses the lead hand, the other uses the rear hand.
So my brother and I would use pillows, you know? We would hold the pillow, right? Grab it like this, but we would punch, right? With the pillows, man. A papaya and a giggle. And man, it was always after watching Rocky Balboa, you know? After watching Rocky Balboa, we would start fighting. No, Lomatinha is different, right? The guy's a footwork master, man. The guy has a... Look. Whoa.
I turned it off.
But damn, so far we've only gotten good videos, man. Lomatinha them.
Call the guy, come hit me here.
My brother. Right here, hit me. I'm not running. There's no more fucking running. Come on, hit me. That's the peak of an athlete's dominance, right, my brother? He corners himself, then he gets out of there and beats the guy up.
Unafraid of his own fear.
Lomatinha is something special.
Man, that breaks up with you? Over the phone or in person?
It's better in person, right? What was that?
Do you prefer to be broken up with over the phone or in person?
Damn, look at him, man. Oh, man. No, save that shit for the next one. It's weird. Are you crazy?
There's no answer, right? Any response leads nowhere, doesn't it?
Send me a message on WhatsApp, okay? Damn, guys. Oh, man. Look. You think that... I don't like to comment on videos like this, you know? This one is already different. Yeah, this one is already different. That's just weird over there.
Wow.
And this one? Look, here's the bait. Kitten training. No, not that, not that. How...
Would you do the kitten one there?
Yeah, that's really weird, right? Oh, who hasn't?
We get this, right?
I get that. That's beginner work, you know? I don't see much point in it from a sports perspective, but I do see the point when it comes to physical activity, you know? No.
Maybe even the practitioner has some...
Comorbidity. For sure, he has high blood pressure. You can tell just by looking that he suffers from high blood pressure, you know?
But more in relation to mobility.
Also, but what is he doing there? He's stepping up on a step, doing a light squat, some movement work, you know, and coordination. That's really interesting for beginners and for a special group, right? Who can't do such intense physical activity, you know? So you set limits. So I think it's cool. I think it's really interesting, you know?
This part here where it hits is deadly. These two bones here, called sekin, or the ram's headbutt, translated, or the goat's headbutt. It's like this, look. It works like this. The guy is here, look. It works like this. You take the Zinko Sudachi stance or the Kungu stance in Chinese, then you... hit here. Did you see the impact there?
Yeah, man, you can really see that he's a guy who practices a lot of martial arts. From the names he mentioned, he has a kung fu background. It's interesting. Come on, are you up for punching this wood with the same force he did? You know? So he shows that he's prepared for this, he gets ready for it, you know? So, man, he's showing what he's worked on, you know?
Are you up for punching this wood like that? I am. Comment down below, guys.
I will. There are a lot of people asking me to break a car window.
That was actually my suggestion.
Wow.
I sent it with the intention of saying, wow.
This game here. Guys, I don't know if it's worse or easier to play than playing in the amateur leagues, you know? I always say that playing in the amateur leagues, in amateur soccer, the players, they don't fear punishment, right, guys? There's no punishment for getting a card and then not getting paid. You'll still get paid. You can be penalized for unnecessary violence, but that's not the case in amateur leagues. When I played, I just got tired of running. I used to play on fields in the more dangerous parts of Greater Florianopolis, as people around here know. The fans are dangerous. The team is way too biased and doesn't accept losing, man. I've had to run before, dude. At least this way you know what's coming. Now, if you're going to play in some random place, my brother, you don't know where it's coming from. But look, right at the base of the neck.
Man, that's our idea of an end-of-year get-together, okay? 2026.
I'm the referee. No, sir. Leo is crazy. He's gonna beat me up over a soccer game.
I'm your referee here.
Hey, who's that over there?
Nice footwork.
Uh-huh. Loose leg, man. You won? Loose leg? The kid's tough, huh?
Imagine getting hit in the ear like that.
Yeah, man, he's tough, dude. Damn. You need a lot of flexibility, a lot of leg control, you know? Not just anyone can pull off that move, man.
It's for students as well as athletes.
But even if you see my training, and Leo does this with Q Pampanyaki, he holds the pad there. Guy did it with me too. Gui did it with me. He doesn't hold the pad, he tells you to kick, but we don't hit, we stop.
You just go to the limits of your reach.
Yeah, we go there and hold your foot there, you know? That develops control. That's really interesting. In this move, he can see that the guy, he doesn't even step, doesn't walk, nothing. He throws from right where he is. It's a move that if you do it hard, it's gonna hurt. So here, man, with the mitt, just one mitt, he can hold it. Because if he steps, he can't hold it anymore. But without stepping or walking, he hits, but he doesn't hit with full force. You can have more control and all, right? Both of them are tough guys, both the coach and him.
No, go ahead. The knife is dangerous. Put your hand here. Both are just one. You and your brother. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Look, I paid. No, but every time you're here, man, the guy is here. There he is, the musician. Look, the musician is here. Yeah. Greg is dead. Greg is already dead. So go ahead, put your hand there. Then I'll put it here. Look, look. This one here, look. Just like that. See? Ninja. Grab it, grab the knife. Ah, I got the knife. Let me get the knife. I'm going to stab here. I'm going to get the knife. I'm going to stab here. The chest or the belly? Here, look. This is the sternum. See? The sternum, like this. The knife didn't fall. It fell. Use both hands. One hand, just one hand. Over here, look.
Look, all his movements show he really trains.
Just grab the foot, look, here, look at my foot, look at the foot, do it like this, look. Look, the other one is to hit the face. He's awesome.
I brought this one here so we can talk a little about the importance of teaching martial arts of all kinds, for all kinds of people, right? Yeah.
I'm a defender of martial arts. War energy is something that exists within all living beings. And we, as human beings, have the power to develop these energies. And how do we work on the energy of war? Martial arts, okay? A lot of people ask, man, which one would you put your son in first? Man, I say I'll put him in judo and jiu-jitsu. It's the first instinct. It's to grab, to pull, to bring towards you, or to push away. So that's why we start with grappling. So for the primary development of that energy, and then I'll put him in Muay Thai, Taekwondo, Karate, and boxing. But the first warrior energy there is this pulling aspect. What's so important in cognitive development is working on self-confidence, man. A child with self-confidence is a child who develops much better. So we know that bullying nowadays is much bigger, but my generation and before, we had to deal with it on equal terms. So today we overprotect our children and don't allow them to build strength there. Put your child in martial arts, not because they're going to be violent, no. It's because in martial arts we develop self-confidence. Developing self-confidence, and there's also this issue of bilateral coordination that martial arts work on, and the opponent's energy. This is all very important. It already facilitates cognitive and motor development, and by developing the warrior energy, it brings self-confidence. And in this way, he is able to develop his social relationships much more. We know that as parents of a child with special needs, my wife and I look for that. Today, my son is turning 6 months old. He will grow up on the mat and he will indeed have the chance to develop. and I seek out everything he can do, you know. I want to give him as many opportunities as possible, but the first thing I need to focus on is loving him so that he has self-confidence. Then the teachers who will support him will only add to that. Man, it's awesome to see a kid with Down syndrome even teaching self-defense. That's amazing. Wow, what is that? What is that, man? What is that? No, that's AI, man. That's AI, dude. That's crazy, damn. Man, this thing is making me so mad. You're crazy, damn. But I was going to say, man, what a tough old lady. Damn, Sergio, she can really take it. She took a lot of hits, but even with a left hook, she barely moved. Wow, man, this woman, this tough old lady. These days, AI is tough, right, man? Yeah, man, damn. But I'll tell you, if it wasn't for AI, that old lady is really tough, you know? Damn. Look. That's bizarre, man. Shall we try to do this? Let's go. Bro, a lot of people can't do this, man. It takes a lot of body awareness, and it's not weak at all, you know? This is a really strong move, man. It's unlikely that in a professional fight you'll do well if you come in with a move like this, but man, to me, this shows real body awareness, dude. He can use his body in a way that few people can, and you can see that he does the move and stays balanced, man. It's not easy to do that, man. But look, let me tell you, there are moves that train your body, guys. This is a move you won't use in a fight, but it really teaches your body to make other moves easier. There's a new Michael Jackson movie out, right? Oh, there's a trailer here. Oh. Think about a guy with that kind of body dexterity, huh, man? Have you ever seen Anderson Silva dancing, guys? He's an amazing dancer, man. You would use that technique in your classes, right, Gil? I wouldn't know how to do it. Whoever knows how to do it, man, has to demonstrate. As a teacher, I like to teach using the 3 teaching tools: demonstration, verbal instruction, and touch. In this case, I can't do it. I don't know how to dance, you know? Want to try it for everyone? Yeah. How did Michael Jackson do it? And his little scream? There was another one that went, no, I don't know how to do that one. The internet is a wonderful place, but it's also a place where someone wakes up, grabs a camera, and says, today I'm going to go through with the worst idea possible. If you enjoyed this reaction, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Also, let me know which video you want to see. Maybe you'll see me reacting to it here. Let's go. Damn, this penta above him is making me freeze, man. Damn, 16. Isn't 16 cold? Come here, look at the state I'm in, bro. Damn. Oh, I thought you said it wasn't cold. I'm freezing here, man.